Since the time COVID 19 has hit the world, each and every country, each and every state has gracefully accepted the way of Indian greetings, and that is Namaste. So, no more handshaking, and no more high fives, and no more hugs, because we need to avoid getting in contact with each other. But saying Namaste is a form of greetings that everyone around the world has accepted, including the prince. This is not just one habit that we Indians have in our good box. There are a lot of forgotten habits that we have left behind in order to accept the Western things and imitate the West. But somewhere I feel that these habits should be brought back in our culture. So today we are going to talk about 8 such Indian habits which have been forgotten with time but probably should be brought back in our daily routines today. The first one is washing our hands and legs before entering the house. Every Indian household used to have a tap or a tube well, and if you're rich enough, you also used to have a well outside of your house, so that as soon as you open up your shoes, you wash your hands and your feet and then enter your home. This was to keep every infectious disease out of your house and every virus and bacteria out of your house, so that no dust enters your house with you. This habit has been brought back by COVID-19. Today we are getting inside our house and washing our hands. That's the first thing that we do. We wash our hands, and we also take bath before touching anything in our houses or doing any other household work. So this one habit, even when COVID-19 is over, we should probably keep continuing. The next habit is using bar soaps. Now, this habit is also something which the West has started accepting now. Instead of using body wash and wasting so many plastic bottles, you should probably switch back to bar soaps. 2 reasons. You're saving the environment. Otherwise, every month, there's one plastic bottle produced for you in order to transport that body wash to you. The second reason, body washes are expensive. Bar soap is more cleansing, more long lasting, and quite cheaper than body wash. I would personally prefer using shampoo bars if I can get good quality shampoo bars here in India. So, trying to avoid entirely the plastic bottle scenario in my life. So currently I cannot just go on take up any shampoo bar because I have really brittle hair. So I'd request a few companies to start making shampoo bars. But what I have definitely done is changing from body wash to soaps. The third habit that we should probably bring back is using bucket and mug for taking bath. I'm not telling you to use just one bucket of water and have bath with it, adjust with it. All I'm saying is avoid filling a bathtub every other day and avoid using shower as much as possible. I know it is convenient, and this is one habit that we have brought in our lifestyle from the West, but this is causing a lot of water wastage problem in our country, and there are a lot of villages where even getting one bucket of water a day is like a prize for the villagers. So just try and avoid using shower as much as you can. It is okay to fill up a bathtub once in a while to treat yourself. It is okay to use a shower once in a while when you just need to get yourself wet, but try and avoid using it every day. So the fourth habit that I'm going to talk about is very interesting. We had amazing kind of punishments in our Gurukul system. So the punishments that the gurus used to give their shishya is holding your ears, or they would hold your ears and turn it. And other than that, you used to get sit-ups. You used to become murga, that is, they used to sit like the chicken. And these all punishments were beneficial for your body. So turning your ear around actually pulls up certain nerves and presses certain points behind your ear, which helps you think faster, it relaxes your mind, and at the same time it helps you to think faster and clearer. So this was one punishment which was beneficial. We didn't have any punishment like suspending the child or imposing fines on them, because in a suspension the child is actually going to go around and enjoy their vacation, and the fines are actually imposed on parents, not on the children. Thus we should eliminate these kind of punishments and give the children those punishments which will actually be beneficial for them. Another habit that we need to bring back is the way we drank water. Today we put up the glass on our lips and drink the water. But in the olden days, we did not use to touch this rim of the bottle on our lips. The way we drank water was this. Yeah. So without touching this, no exchange of saliva, especially when you're in groups, and thus you do not risk the spread of any infectious diseases. And for sixth one, practicing yoga. Do you know there have been a lot of complaints about back problems for the people who have been gymming since a long time? And there have been reported a lot of knee problems for the people who've been going for aerobics and Zumba. But yoga is one such form of exercise that has never reported any kind of problems arising in people because of regular practice of yoga. In fact, yoga helps not only maintain your physical health, but also relaxes you mentally. And that is why I think this is one thing that we should definitely bring back in our lifestyle in such a stressful environment. We need to boost up our immunity as well as our mental stability. And yoga is going to be one of the best solutions for you. The seventh habit that I want to talk about is having Indian food. Indian food is not just about chili, and the world has accepted it now. We have lots and lots of spices, and each spice has a specific body function. For example, turmeric is used as antibacterial. Ginger is good for your immunity and also for your heart related problems. Cloves are used for liver problems, and also they are very rich in antioxidants. So there are lots and lots of spices that, if incorporated in our food, helps our body develop better, helps our body fight with the diseases, and keeps us healthy. So rather than having pizzas and burgers every day, we should probably go back to the Indian food and incorporate all these spices in our food in order to stay more healthy. And the eighth habit is having dinner before sunset. Now, a lot of people can argue on this point, saying in the olden days people had dinner before sunset because there was no electricity, so there was no light after that. But in fact, it had a very logical reason why people used to have dinner before sunset. Our body works along with the sun. So when the sun is on its peak, the body is also on its peak. That is why they said that have breakfast like a king, have lunch like a prince, but have dinner like a beggar. So you eat the least amount of calories in your dinner. That is because after sunset, your digestive system also sleeps. So in order to digest food, your body has to lose a lot of energy, and most of the food remains undigested. It doesn't pick up the nutrients from that food, and thus it is better to eat as much nutrients as possible in the breakfast and in the lunch, and avoid having heavy dinners, and in fact any kind of food after sunset. You could go on a liquid diet after sunset. That is beneficial for your body. So along with saying namaste, I would say that the world should take up all of these Indian habits, because this is just going to benefit you, benefit the environment, benefit the society. So if you like this video, please share it, hit the subscribe button, keep reading my blogs. Thank you. Namaste.